All right, guys, so we had just clicked next. This is going to lock everything up. All right, as you can see, I have some green check marks. Those mean I do not have to sign those, but we're going to open up Super Combo. I'm going to fire through the rest of this whole application process, finishing everything out, closing everything to the end, okay? So follow along. As you guys could see, I cannot change any information because it's locked. All right, that's why it's very important to double check everything. You can unlock it if you have to, but Home Office will ask the client on the verification phone call if they unlocked it in the house. This is to protect the client, so we can't change anything here. But we're going to scroll down to the bottom. Signature of payer. We're going to click this X. We're going to have Dylan sign. They do not have to use capitals. It automatically capitalizes everything for them that needs to be capitalized. Dylan Duckworth, and they're going to press sign. Page 2. Dylan, this is to make sure that you answered all these medical questions to the best of your ability, truthfully. Proposed insured. All right, we're going to have them sign right here. Sign. Now, I don't know why I did that like that. That is weird. Let's do that one more time. I think I hit something funny when I click sign. All right, well, it is what it is. I think it's because it's in training mode, that's why. All right, signature of owner if others than the proposed insured, but Dylan is the proposed insured, so we do not have to do this. This would be if Dylan was just buying a policy for his kids, and he's the owner of the policy, right, but he's not the proposed insured. All right, signature of spouse, Allison Duckworth. All right, signature of agent would be me. All right, now all I have to do is press spacebar. From here on out, they don't have to sign anything else. They can actually just press spacebar. Medical, and then we just take it right from the top. Guys, this is just the medical questions I went over that you were in the car accident. Allison, could you just press spacebar for me? Great, and that's me. Perfect, and this is how I explain it. All right, driver's license. Now, Allison, this was yours just because you use public transportation. Press spacebar. Thank you. All right, HIPAA form, guys. This is your HIPAA form, allows us access to your medical records. That's all I said to them. Sign here, perfect, and Allison, you sign there, perfect. All right. This is electronic application. By you typing your name is the same as you signing your name. Great. Accelerated death benefit, like I had said, if you're diagnosed with a terminal illness, 24 months or less to live, you can take half of the policy up front as a living benefit. The rest will remain there for when you pass away. That is for you, Dylan, and this one is for your wife, Allison. Allison, could you press the space bar? Great. All right, residency addendum. We're just going to sign this. I know we didn't go through this. That's fine. Just going to sign it just so it's completed. And as you see, guys, as I go through and sign these, those green check marks come up, right? So that means everything's good. Oral swab, we don't need to sign it. HIV consent. Basically, if you have HIV, the company, that is between you and the company. We will not know as an agent. Arrest questionnaire. Dylan, this was for your arrest. Bar fight. All right. Alcohol use. I know you don't have any alcohol problems, but remember we just had to fill that out, so that's you signing it. And at this point, guys, they're pretty much just going to yes you. I mean, you've gone through that. You've asked the in-depth, detailed conversations and questions that you've needed to with filling all these out. At this point, it's just a matter of signing everything. So you don't want to go fast when you're asking them the questions, because you do want to make sure you're getting, accurate answers, truthful answers, and accurate information. But at the same time, guys, at this point, you do want to try to get through this part as fast as possible. All right, so that's done. Everything's complete. Now I'm going to go next. All right. Everything right here is as followed. It gives the individual price of every policy. If you had a trial A application, right? Remember the trial applications, if they're unhealthy and we're not going to send it, let's say Allison was unhealthy. Trial without money. You see how that takes off from 432, it takes off the 138, and it makes it 294. So if that was the case, say, guys, we're going to trial that Allison's policy, so the initial payment is going to be $494, or $294, excuse me. All right, but just to keep it simple for now, guys, we're going to do standard submit. I'm going to click next. You can click yes to send them the no-cost discount card in the mail. I'll say, hey, I'm going to send you that discount card in the mail. If you want to do the gold one, you can just double-check that. This is just going to be for me. You guys might get this when you're going through the first time. Put your own number. Don't put the local office number. All right. This is the summary sheet. So the paperwork that we're going to have them fill out, I'm going to walk you through this. But this is the paperwork. This is the summary sheet that we leave them. It's just an electronic summary sheet that populates. So you can copy the information from here right onto the summary sheet. All right, everything that it says. Per month, from the checking, local office number. This is why I want them to call me if they need any questions. My agent code, my name, and all their information. All right, nice and easy. Continue. All right, and that's okay. This is a copy of your policy in the mail, guys. That's basically what a policy looks like. It's not their specific policy, but that's the whole life. So you could see, and I'm not going to even walk them through this at all. I'm just going to say, guys, this is going to be a quick policy, a sample of what your policy is going to look like. You'll get that in the mail. If you have any questions, I will come out and just, clarify. This is when you can add after insurance referrals. Now, I don't like to do it right at this point. I like to just get through the process of closing the computer down. I'll just write them down on a piece of paper if I have to after I shut my computer. I want to just get through for them right now. Now, I do read this with them. Allison, Dylan, during the in reviewing your application, I will do everything I can to get these policies issued during the underwriting process. Several things may happen. If you don't see your managers do this in the house, it's not a bad thing. This is just something that when you start off, you do want to do this because you want to get in the habit of knowing what you're saying and exactly why you're saying it, and then you'll know how to, kind of specify to the situation at hand. But just to keep it simple, you may receive one or more phone calls asking to review the questions that I've asked. It's just like a survey when you purchase a new car. It should only take 4 to 5 minutes. They may ask for a nurse to come out and do some medical questions for either a blood or urine specimen. This is at no cost and at your convenience. Guys, remember the time that they will always ask for a nurse to come out is if they haven't had a physical in the past year. You should always prep them for that. All right, that's going to be a question. We may request medical records from your doctor. If for some reason your doctor does not respond to our requests, we may come back to you to call your doctor to speed up the release of medical records to us. I need to explain that there are 3 possibilities due to the information you've provided. First, the policies could be issued as outlined today. Second, the policies may be rated with a risk classification based on your medical information you've given me, or we receive from the doctor. And third, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. If this happens, I will bring your policies out to you and we will go over everything together. Third, the policies may be declined. During the underwriting process, we will do everything possible to get the policies issued, but you must qualify for our programs. I am not saying you will be rated or rejected. I'm just explaining what can happen. Do you have any questions? Great. And then Allison, Dylan, in the next 6 to 8 weeks, a decision regarding the insurance, the issuance of your policy should be made. You will receive notice and or your policy in the mail. If you have any questions, please call me. My number is 860-899-8397. I've also written it here in your service folder. It's also going to be in my business card that I'm going to leave you here. As I had mentioned earlier, the cost of your policy is $432 and $30 a month. We will be redrafting your account for the first premium in the next couple of days. Based on your bank, some banks take a little longer. But do you have any questions about the payments? No. Great. This is when you don't have to provide the service file and everything. I like to get through everything, right? So what I'm going to do is press continue, tab, space, tab, space, tab, space, tab. Okay? Click next. Click finish. Once I click finish, guys, it's going to load and transmit to home office. After this transmits, guys, I close my laptop, put it to the side. All right, and that's okay. It's because we're in training mode. I put it to the side. Now they know that that's done, right? People are visual learners. They're also going to follow you visually with the application process. So you want to just make sure, all right, they understand this is done. Put that to the side. Now I pull out my blue folder. And as you guys get better, you'll be able to start filling out the paperwork as you go through the application process, closing it. Maybe they're filling out the oral swab. You have a few extra minutes. I'm going to pull out the paperwork, start filling it out. You're going to get very fast with it, but any paperwork that needs to be touched up on, I continue, close it out, put it to the side, pull out my blue paperwork, fill everything out with the client. I put a little instructional video with that, and just make sure if they have any questions, you go through and answer those. And then that's where you would do your freedom of choice pitch. But you'll notice that in the next video I will play for you. Okay, guys? Any questions, please feel free to text me.